Occasionally, I'll come across a virtual assistant in a Facebook group or in my DMs who is just done, ready to throw in the towel on her business. The clients aren't coming in, the work-life balance just isn't happening, it feels impossible. And this always breaks my heart. If you've been feeling this way lately, this episode's for you. My goal is to shine a little light into your day and remind you why you started. Here we go.
You're listening to the Support Squad podcast, where virtual assistants come together to share their best business tools and tips. Virtual assistant for life coaches Sharon Nissen created the Support Squad with a firm belief in community over competition. Whether you're a new virtual assistant looking for advice on how to get started, or an established virtual assistant looking to expand your skills and invite even more abundance into your career, you're in the right place. Working from home doesn't have to be lonely. We're in this together. Now, here she is, the host of the Support Squad podcast, Sharon Nissen.
Hello, it's me, Sharon, and I'm so happy you're here for another episode of the Support Squad podcast. I'm gonna be honest, I'm recording today's episode a little bit to inspire you, but mostly to inspire myself. Here's a little peek inside my head and my heart and my business right now. I am feeling frustrated, y'all. Yep, I said it. I'm feeling frustrated and stuck, and it kind of sucks. See, it's been a dream of mine for a long time to create a membership site for virtual assistants. A beautiful place where I can provide in-depth training, weekly live business coaching, and a virtual assistant directory, all at a super affordable price. And it's happening, it's going to happen, and it's going to be amazing. But it's taking a lot longer than I hoped it would. As you know, my life has been pretty topsy-turvy lately with our big move. I've been super focused on getting our kids settled, making my own new friends, which is like this whole other thing, and figuring out a whole new schedule. And of course, I'm still doing great work for all my virtual assistant clients. So with all of this going on, I've really struggled to find the time to focus on this project that I am so passionate about. And this week, for the first time, I started thinking to myself, maybe I should just forget about it. Wait, what? This thought stopped me in my tracks. Like, why on earth would I give up on something that I've literally been obsessing about for over a year? And how can I turn this thought process around and get back on track? So the first thing I had to do was forgive myself and cut myself a little bit of slack. You might have guessed this about me already, but I'm kind of a perfectionist. I pride myself on planning ahead and having everything figured out. And lately, that just hasn't been the case. But that makes sense, right? I just moved my entire family to a new state and started a new life. It's okay if I don't have everything figured out yet. See, in my head, my self-worth was way too tied to my productivity and my ability to achieve my goals and the amount of money I was bringing in each month. By taking a step back and saying, actually, Sharon, you've literally been building a new life for yourself and your family, so it's okay that you're not way ahead on building this new part of your business. I have felt such a sense of relief. I had gotten way too focused on the deadline I had in my mind of getting everything finished, but the problem was I never adjusted that deadline with our move, and that's just ridiculous. So even though it's way outside of my comfort zone to do this, I've decided to let go of all of the arbitrary deadlines I set for myself for now. My new jam is to take that project one step at a time. The reason I started thinking about giving up is because I was looking at the whole project and the fact that it all needed to be done by the deadline, and it was way too overwhelming. By breaking it down piece by piece, it has all become much more manageable. And just like that, I'm back on track. I refuse to let overwhelm stop me from reaching my dreams. And I think that this is what happens to a lot of the virtual assistants I talk to. There is so much information out there for aspiring VAs. You join a couple Facebook groups, you listen to a couple of podcasts, and before you know it, you'll feel like you have to have a perfect website with a fully automated onboarding system, along with posting on Instagram every day and going live in your stories and providing value on a picture-perfect Facebook page and perfecting your LinkedIn strategy and going to live networking events and on, and you get the idea, right? So I want to give you permission to forgive yourself for not having everything perfectly in place. You do not have to do it all, and you do not have to do anything perfectly. Cut yourself some slack and break it down piece by piece. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all of the things you feel like you quote unquote have to do in your business, I want you to just throw that to-do list away. I want you to write down one thing, one true valuable thing that you can do for your business today. Then do it and cross it off. Taking action in this way is the best way to get unstuck. And I want to share something else with you. I became a fully booked out virtual assistant without a website, without a Facebook page, and without an Instagram account. It started making a connection with one person in my niche, providing amazing service to them, and then getting referred to others in my niche. I believe that a big reason that I was so successful so quickly is because I jumped right in. I didn't let myself get hung up on all of the things that I was supposed to do. Focus on your clients and doing great work, and you cannot go wrong. The other thing that always brings me back to earth when I'm ready to give up and give in is to focus on my why. Okay, we hear that a lot as entrepreneurs, right? So much that it's almost lost meaning, like remember your why, find your why. So I want to share exactly what I do to reconnect with my why. Because as cliche as it sounds, as silly as you might think it is, it really works for me on a deep, deep level. So it's all about visualization. And yes, it starts with another cliche, a vision board. I have a vision board that contains images of the way I want my life to look and feel. It has photos of my dream home and my dream neighborhood, the places I want to travel, the experiences I want for my children, the romantic moments I want with my husband. And a daily practice that I love is to sit in front of my vision board with music playing, maybe some essential oils diffusing, and I'll sit there for 5 to 10 minutes and just look at all of these images. And the most powerful part is that I will imagine how I will feel when I make all of these things happen in my life. When I bring each of these things that I deeply desire into existence, how will I feel? I really try to bottle up that feeling and I carry it with me throughout my days. Because that feeling that I will feel when I created the life of my dreams means absolutely everything to me. Like I'm getting a little emotional about it. Focusing on that feeling will always bring my focus back. Things become much more clear when I bring it back to my why. So if you've been on the verge of throwing in the towel, I want to urge you to develop a daily practice that grounds you and reminds you of why you started to begin with. Take it one step at a time. I always remind people that are just starting out that so few people actually take action on their wild and crazy dreams. The fact that you are listening to this podcast, the fact that you have already begun, puts you miles ahead of everyone else. You are one of the special ones, and I totally believe in you. So if you're looking for a little more love and encouragement, you know where to find me. I love seeing you in the Support Squad Hangout on Facebook. And keep pushing forward. You're not alone. Until next time, boss babe.